Jay-Z's story isn't just about the music. It's about the darkness lurking beneath the polished persona. We've all seen the headlines about his empire, but there's another side to him. A side that, like Diddy, often gets swept under the rug. Jay-Z is often presented as a role model, an artist who overcame the odds to build an empire. But behind the success, there's a disturbing history of mistreating women, using his power and influence to silence victims, and leveraging his position to get away with things most people would never get away with. While Jay-Z's marriage to Beyoncé is viewed by the public as a perfect love story, the reality is far from it. Rumors have circulated for years about Jay-Z's infidelities and how he used his power to control and mistreat women. Many of the allegations have been silenced by the sheer weight of Jay-Z's fame, but they remain a part of the story that isn't often told. It's a pattern of behavior that mirrors his counterpart, Diddy, whose mistreatment of women has been widely reported but largely ignored. Much like Diddy, Jay-Z has long used his position of power to manipulate and abuse those around him, particularly women. But while the public cheers him on, few have dared to look at the darker side of his relationships. Jay-Z's rise to power wasn't just about his music. It was about controlling those around him. And when it came to women, Jay-Z used his fame, wealth, and influence to get away with unacceptable behavior. Numerous women have accused him of sexual misconduct, with many claiming that he used his position to coerce them into sexual situations. But instead of facing the consequences, Jay-Z used his power to suppress the stories, silencing victims with his wealth and influence. This isn't just a one-time thing either. Jay-Z's treatment of women has been a pattern throughout his career. He's known for using his relationships with women to maintain control over them, whether it's through manipulation, verbal abuse, or more serious sexual allegations. And much like Diddy, Jay-Z's actions have been covered up or ignored, allowing him to continue building his empire while leaving a trail of mistreated women in his wake. There's a long list of women who've come forward with allegations against Jay-Z, but the silence surrounding them is deafening. Much like Diddy, Jay-Z's power has kept these stories from seeing the light of day. But the truth can't be hidden forever. While Jay-Z has maintained his image as a family man, a businessman, and a cultural icon, many women have spoken out about the abuse they've suffered at his hands. These women aren't just random figures. They are individuals who had their lives impacted by Jay-Z's manipulative and often cruel actions. From sexual harassment to emotional manipulation, Jay-Z's behavior toward women has been far from respectful. What's more troubling is how these women's stories are often ignored or dismissed. In many cases, victims have been bought off or threatened into silence. Others have been made to feel insignificant, their voices drowned out by Jay-Z's fame and the power he holds in the industry. Much like Diddy, Jay-Z's ability to control the narrative has kept many of these women's stories from being heard. It's not just women who have suffered at Jay-Z's hands. Like Diddy, Jay-Z has a long history of mistreating those who work for him and with him. His empire is built on exploitation and control. Jay-Z's mistreatment of women is just one aspect of his toxic behavior. He has also been accused of mistreating employees, colleagues, and even friends. Jay-Z's drive for power and control has led him to use people as pawns in his game. His reputation for being manipulative, cruel, and dismissive of others has been well documented, and many who've worked with him describe him as difficult, controlling, and dismissive of anyone who isn't directly serving his interests. From his early days in the music industry to his role as a mogul in the business world, Jay-Z has shown time and again that he's willing to step on others to get ahead. His treatment of people around him is often cold and ruthless, and those who dare to stand up to him risk being ostracized, silenced, or removed from the equation entirely. Jay-Z's legacy isn't just about the empire he's built. It's about the lives he's ruined along the way. Like Diddy, he's managed to escape the consequences of his actions, but the truth will eventually come to light. Today, Jay-Z is a billionaire with an empire that spans music, fashion, sports, and beyond. But beneath the gloss of his public image is a legacy tainted by the abuse he's inflicted on women, his mistreatment of employees, and the silence he's managed to maintain through his influence and power. Like Diddy, Jay-Z has used his fame and wealth to avoid the repercussions of his actions, creating a false image of himself that hides the terrible truth. While Jay-Z may continue to thrive in the public eye, The reality is that his rise to power was built on the backs of those he's abused. Whether it's through sexual misconduct, emotional manipulation, or exploitation, Jay-Z's actions have hurt countless people. And though he may have escaped justice so far, his legacy will always be tainted by the terrible things he's done to get to the top. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story eye-opening, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of Jay-Z's history and the secrets behind his empire? Until next time, stay tuned and stay informed.